period, it was a bathhouse. It was a bloody bathhouse. I was literally painting the town red. Welcome to my channel. My name is Oma. How are you guys doing today? Because I am super excited. Today, I will be telling you guys about tampons. But not just tampons, also pads. I wish I had gotten like a fresher one, but this just ran out of stock everywhere in the market. I don't know what happened to this particular. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't just see it. So I would have used like a brand new one. But if I didn't send one, but I never. You see Tampax, I never joke with it. However, today I'm going to be telling you guys about tampons and Tampax. A quick story. I started using Tampax when I started working practically, and it just happened randomly. Turns out at home, my period started. It was in the morning. I had to get to work as early as I could. Then I didn't have any pad, and my sister, who had left the country, had tampons in her closet. So I went there in search for pads, but I was just too scared to use tampon. Like, I don't even know how am I supposed to be sticking something inside my body. Like, what is happening? I just did not understand the theory or the math behind the whole thing. I tried it once, but it was extremely painful. So this time around, I didn't even have any choice. No store was open. It was really early in the morning. I had to get to work. So I just, took it and stuck it in. The idea was that when I got to work, I would, get to a pharmacy, just buy around the office area and just get some for myself. That was what I was running with. That was the idea I was running with. That was how I started using tampons. And ever since then, it has become a miracle and a lifesaver for me. The thing is, I always wish that I after using Tampax for such a long period, like at least I'll say like for 5 years now, I would say I wish I'd known about tampons way before I started working. When I first started my menstruation, I would say that I was ahead of the floor. So I was always wearing pads. And I always thought that there was something extremely wrong with me, because when you see all of those pad ads and you see them, they'll be turning from side to side on the bed, and they'll use white bed sheets, and you will have all of these beautiful colors. The girls will be jumping, no slips, no spin. I'm like, so what is happening? Why is my own personal menstrual journey totally different from all of this other person? But then again, it's advertising. They were missing something. A lot of people were struggling with spillages. There were a lot of girls that had spillages. I for one, I was a walking billboard of stamp. Anywhere I go, if I'm on my period, it was a bathhouse. It was a bloody bathhouse. I was literally painting the town red, literally. I remember this one time I was in school and I had my bath. I was not the type to read, like go to reading spots in school classes just to read. What everybody was doing, and I didn't just want to look like a slacker. So I remember this one time I went with my roomies to go and read. I had my bath. I wore a really flattering jean skirt. Had a jacket on. I was looking fresh and fly. Guys, if I tell you that I hadn't sat down for up to an hour 30 minutes, the seat was bloody. I was so embarrassed with my life. I just sat down there. I had to call my roommate. I'm like, please, can you come? I'll tell you something really personal. Can you please come? And she came, and I told her what's happening. She was like, all places, like, we're really far from the girls' hostel, and there were already guys in the place. There were guys in the hall. How was I supposed to leave? They were like, I'm embarrassing them. I said, I know I'm embarrassing myself. How was I supposed to leave my seat? So the thing is that I had to sit down there and wait for. I was in Madonna University, so I had to wait for the guys to go home, like to leave for what's the name? We had periods of times when girls and guys couldn't be in the same vicinity, in the same places, so I had to wait. So that chill was soaking up a lot of blood. It was a mess. I just had to. But funny thing is that after a particular time, the class kind of dulled down because it was a Saturday and people wanted to hang out with their peers. When class kind of toned down, they slipped me a jacket. I tied it on my waist. I cleaned the used water to dry it out. It was a mess. While I'm trying to pass the process, from time inconsequential, I don't know if that is even the correct English, but as long as I have known, when it came to my period, anytime I was on my period, it was a bloody mess. And I wish that somebody would have told me and said, you know what, there's something called tampons. There are tampons. Even from school. And the thing is, girls in Africa, I would say in Africa because I stay in Africa, I'm in Nigeria. I say Nigeria. Every girl was brought up with pads. That was what we were taught at school. That was what we learned growing up. And even when we struggled with spillages here and there, it was still, we just did not have any choice. And tampons just seemed very, very, we knew they were there, but the idea about them, the fact that you had to stick them in, like it was almost like, I don't think this is even right. It is not even proper. It is not just, is it ethical to, to stick something into your own body? It was not something that was universally approved at the time. So it was safer to use pads to move around from place to place. But I'm here to tell you guys that I know that there are a lot of girls in my office that don't even use pads, because I remember when somebody is on and I'm like, take a tampon, and they're like, no, I can't stick that in. I don't know how, I don't even know how to put it in. So there's always no, I can't, no thing. They always say for using pads. I'm here to tell you that even though pads are good, what is better, however, is tampon. But before everybody starts to crucify me, tampons also have their own different issue. There are people that have said that tampons cause cancer and they have their own different problems. I get that, but I think it is all about how you wear it. So this is how I rock when I'm on my period. This is how I rock it and how I win. Since I started using tampons, because I use Tampax, I use a smaller one. There are a lot of tampons I use. Since I started using tampons, I have never had the issue of spillages, especially during the night when I'm sleeping and have to turn. When I used to sleep, use a pad and sleep, I was always careful not to turn too much, just to stay at the right part, not to lie on my side, because I don't want to, to wake up and have like a whole kind of red flag painted on my bed or anything like that. So all of those things I had to were avoided because I started using tampons. Now, what tampons do is that they go to the source of your issue. Now you stick them into yourself, so the blood, it starts to absorb from inside before it even gets outside. With pads rather, the blood literally seeps out. It leaks out and just literally falls on it. But with this one, it's seamless. It's just, you stick it in, it absorbs everything, and you pull it out and you flush it down the drain, and it is over. You don't even have to even talk too much when it comes to using pads. However, I use them together, not interchangeably, because number one, I am a heavy flower. When I say I am a heavy flower, I am a heavy flower. I don't use, this is basically like the heaviest. This is like super. When my period comes, I can use like 5 in one day plus pads. So I stick it in. I make sure that I don't spend more than 3 hours wearing it. So you want to really time yourself depending on your flow. You don't want to have one particular one stuck inside you for more than 4 or 5 hours. You want to watch yourself, but you need to understand your body also. So you want to watch yourself and say, okay, you know what, during this period or this period, I will be wearing this particular thing, and when this time, I want to ensure that it is removed from my body. So you want to wear it when you feel you are your most heaviest. Do you understand? So when I have it on, I wear it for like 3 hours, pull it out, put another one in. But I also use a pad as a landing body for this. And this is where this particular always set comes in. The reason why I like this particular one is the fact that it's of the smell. It is a premium always ultra. You can say I'll take a picture or something. It's a premium always ultra, best always, like I say. It locks in odor. Now the thing about this lock-in odor is that it does not just lock in odor, it also has its own particular perfume. There are people that when you're on your periods, you can smell the rot in them. It's not that I don't know what is happening, they might just not be taking care of themselves properly, but this is a very good thing for you to use if you're having that kind of problem. I don't like to smell it, so I would advise that you use something like this. This is really good because it has its own particular perfume. It's very nice. It makes you have a nice smell around you. The people that their noses are really, it's like the vessel. They can smell anything from a mile away. So you want something that can help you camouflage that kind of thing, so that you don't see. It's not that when you're on your period, everybody knows that, oh, this person has a period or anything. Especially when you're in an all-girls school, you want to know that this is actually happening. So yeah, I use this and I use them together. I stick this in and I do this. There are people that I've asked to talk to said they don't use any of those, actually use cotton wool. I don't know how that works. It's about removing it and everything. I think the struggle is really, really real. I don't think I'm interested in trying to find out how somebody decides to pull out cotton wool stuck in there. So a lot of people have their own different styles. This is my own personal style, and I live by this. There are other things that you could use. People say that this is not really healthy, or you can use things like cups. I struggle with cups because I don't know. I haven't used it before, so I can't speak on it. I think it's number one. I think cups are messy. I haven't used it before, but from what I understand about them, I feel that they are messy. It's not something I want to be used to use also. But that's what I said before I started using tampons. I'm like, I can't use it. No, I can't be caught dead using tampons. But here I am, swearing by it. So yeah, I would say I wish in schools, especially in secondary schools, that is the time, that is the period where girls are usually. That is where we start. That is where we begin our menstrual stories. That's where our stories start from. Our red robot stories, our painted stories, whatever you want to call them. That is where they start from. It will be such a relief and an amazing thing if we are able to see companies, tampon companies, even pad companies collaborate together, or even if pad companies had tampons and they could come together and say, you know what, let's go to all girls schools, like let's go to boarding schools, let's go to secondary schools and talk to girls in Africa about how tampons are really, really good. In Nigeria, I can say that 80% of girls that start using tampons start using them after university, after maybe when they are schooling, or maybe when they are when they've given birth. Some never even do it. Some of them never even do it, and they never know that okay, there's something that is like this. I remember my friend when I was serving in university. I thought my own menstrual story was a big deal. When I saw her trying to pad herself up for her, it was a mess. She was using 3 at once. I'm like, do you know you're just wasting product? She's like, see, I spill a lot and I am a heavy floor. I'm like, but it's just like you don't know how to wear it. She's like, no, it's different. So she takes, I think I saw her use 3 at once. I think she uses like 1 pack a day. But if she had something like a tampon, at that time I wasn't even using tampons, so I couldn't even speak on tampons. If she was using stuff like tampons, she would have, had ability to escape that kind of thing. How can somebody use 3 pads at once? Do you know how much pads are in Nigeria? It's expensive. This anybody that's producing pads, tampons, or female sanitary products, they're making money because girls are way more than boys in the world. It will bleed. They will bleed. So your products will sell. Although there will be the products that have more patronage, but your product will move because somebody is going to bleed and that person is going to need your product. However, I'll say this: tampons and this, I'll say use this particular pad because number one, the smell. I would use this one. The smell is amazing. I love the packaging. The color is so good. It has this premium factor, this premium quality that I'm really I'm moved by, I'm impressed by, and this is why always I love this particular one. Then Tampax also, I think I've used like all the different products of Tampax, as long as it's for heavy floors. I've used everything. I am big on tampons. I'm like big. So I have not turned back. So let me know which is your particular favorite. I use them together, but I know that I would do this more than pads. But this is also really good. So I would like to know what your particular favorites are. Are you a Tampax person? Are you a tampon person, or are you a pad person, or do you do both? I'd like to know. And if you have any interesting menstrual stories, I'd love to hear that. Alright, my name is Amma. It has been amazing doing this video. Please subscribe to my channel and also follow me on Instagram. I am at Amma Speaks. Thank you guys for watching.
Kick.